The other form of radiation is solar radiation, and specifically radiation that comes in the form of charged particles that are emitted from the sun during solar eruptions, coronal mass ejections. Okay, so big, nasty storms on the sun will send out a wave of high energy particles. Those are really nasty. Now, the good news about those is that you can shield yourself against them. And one of the most efficient way to shield yourself against that form of radiation, in fact, the galactic cosmic rays as well, is to have hydrogen between you and the incoming radiation, okay? So this is why if you're going on a trip to Mars, you should line the walls of your spacecraft, of the habitat in which you live, with things that contain hydrogen, and ideally that's food and water. Water contains hydrogen, it's H2O. Food has plenty of hydrogen, carbohydrates. Okay, so you're surrounded by food and water. Now the good news with that is the water. Okay, so you drink the water, and then you have to go to the bathroom. It turns into urine. Urine, however, is recyclable. And so you're not going to take, for say, a crew of 7 people going on a trip to Mars, and the round trip time is 1 year just to travel to there and back. You're not going to take a year's worth of fresh water for a crew of 7. That's way too much water. So you would take only so much water, and then you will plan on recycling it into your mission. So a few weeks into your mission, you're already drinking each other's recycled urine and sweat. Okay? We don't do this, we already do this on the space station, by the way, and it's working fine. So that's the good news. The bad news is with the food, okay? The food, you eat the food, you go to the bathroom, but you cannot recycle poop. Okay? NASA is not even trying. If you write a proposal to NASA saying, hey, I have a solution to recycling food, you're not going to get funded because a lot of work has gone into this, and we know that it's super difficult, okay? So what are you going to do with the poop? You can't just open a window and throw it out into space. That's not good. First of all, no window opens. Second, you don't want to pollute space, but that's not even the reason. The reason you don't want to do this is because your poop still contains hydrogen. And that is radiation shielding for you. So in an environment like deep space where resources are so sparse, you have to look at your own solid waste as a resource. You will never go to the bathroom with the same disposition ever again. When you flush, you're being extremely wasteful, okay? So what do you do with that?
So each of you needs to get a bucket.
Yeah.
Well, specifically, what you want is a Ziploc bag, emphasis on lock, and the bag goes back on the wall where you took the food in the first place to patch the radiation hole, okay? So I recommend very thorough labeling.